What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Trey Mundo. Back at y'all again. I'm doing this solo dolo today, but I'm coming at you guys with a new video, man. I've been away for a good minute, but I have to come back. I gotta come back. So we're gonna go over some topics, man. One topic I gotta go over. We're gonna go jump right into the NFL. Baker Mayfield. I did not see. I mean, it looked good for the Panthers coming out of that. Right now, Panthers right now is a disaster. I'm not going to take it off. It's a mess, hot mess. And I'm not being biased because I'm a Falcons fan or whatsoever. But come on, we seen what the Panthers done over the time frame. Paying Teddy Bridgewater, then paying Sam Darnold, then going out there again, Cam again. Now they got Baker, and I think they still paying Teddy Bridgewater, giving out a fifth pick for Baker Mayfield for the 2024. Right now, the Panthers are like a hot mess. Honestly, I didn't think Baker should have went to the Panthers. I think a nicer spot would have been the 49ers, who kind of like in questionable Jimmy G's health and Trey Lance, because he's a mobile quarterback as well. I think Baker would have just been a perfect fit for that 49ers. I know 49ers not good for paying veteran quarterbacks. They're not like, they're already paying Jimmy G, so they're not going to continue to keep paying other people. Plus, that's the scheme they running. I didn't see Baker going to the Seahawks just for the fact that the Seahawks offensive line won't be able to protect Baker, and I know Baker kind of like put that into aspect as well. But the Panthers, I don't see Baker doing that good with the Carolina Panthers. I don't think no one will see them. I honestly see them winning probably one game, and that one game is probably against the Seahawks. And it's tough because that lineup is just not that great. With Christian McCaffrey, we don't know if he's gonna even play over 5-7 games. Not only that, like the best thing on that team is DJ Moore. Robbie Anderson already make it look like he doesn't want Baker there, but I mean at the end of the day, Robbie, I mean you're not that you don't make that call, you don't make that decision. I mean you got to catch the footballs too. I mean I seen some footballs you drop a couple times, so but at the end of the day, their schedule for the Panthers is even tough. I think they start off game one, the Browns. Honestly, it don't even matter who started. If it's Jacoby or Deshaun Watson, doesn't matter. I still see the Browns winning. There's no answer to Nick Chubb, and there's no answer to Kareem Hunt. Those guys will be back. And not only that, you get the additional Amari Cooper. They're definitely crushing the Carolina Panthers. Then the schedule, they might get the Giants. They get the Giants after that. I don't know. I think Tyrod Taylor would still deliver a win, and it just get rough and rough and rough. They have the AFC North and they have the NFC West. Two dynamic divisions, like just tough. And we expect Baker Mayfield to deliver that team. We don't even know if he's going to start. They might start Sam Darnold. Yeah, he competing against Sam Darnold with his job, and Sam Darnold's arm strength is stronger than his, so he might not even start. So it's rough, man. I just didn't see Baker. I personally think that was a terrible idea. I agree with I think what Shannon and Skip both say he should have waited to like the training camp. After that, don't show up to that, then get put on the free market. He probably could have landed on a backup for another team, and then probably wait his turn because due to injuries, you never know. You could be playing any moment. So I don't. I personally think it was a terrible decision on Baker, and I don't see why Baker decide, hey, let me go play for the Panthers. Then on that, why would I play for a conference that have Tom Brady there? You're not beating Tom no 2 games. I'm sorry. It's the Carolina Panthers. They went 5-12 last season. And I don't see them doing nothing great this season as well. With that schedule being, and I'm a Falcons fan. I'm not going to be biased. I am going to speak it just like I don't see them being 2 games. I don't think Baker Mayfield on that level of Marcus Mariota. If you look at Marcus Mariota's QBR, he's not a bad quarterback. He's just been injury prone his whole career. So he's not bad. I'm not going to discredit what Marcus Mariota was. It's just the fact that the platform for Baker Mayfield is not set up for success. So I made an article about this. I'll put that link in the description as well. But I just don't see Baker Mayfield just being that great. I see Baker Mayfield actually struggling his whole time in Carolina to a point that I hate to say this about Baker Mayfield, bro. You're going to probably end up being a bust. Not just the fact of your career being talent-wise or whatsoever, but you're going to end up being a bust because you ain't going to be able to show your true talents. You're on a franchise where, like, right now, it doesn't look good. This is the same franchise that took MVP Cam Newton and ruined his career. Literally ruined it. If he was on a different team, Cam Newton would have to play Superman the whole time, but it just ruined Cam Newton's career. And now he's losing credibility around the NFL to a point that he's not even on the team no more. I don't want that to happen to Baker Mayfield. I think Baker Mayfield is a great player. He's a Heisman winner. He's everything else. I just don't feel like Baker Mayfield is a great fit for the Carolina Panthers. So I'm going to move on to my next subject. Now we're going to, after the finals, NBA Finals, the Warriors are the champions. And a lot of people thought that the Warriors wouldn't make the championship. A lot of people thought the Warriors wouldn't even win it. A lot of people put their money on the Grizzlies, the Suns, and the Warriors proved everybody wrong. Unfortunately, I was rooting for the Memphis. I really wanted Memphis to go. Not only that, I feel like, a lot of people tugging on the Curry bandwagon so hard. So it's just to a point that it got discussed. But I do have a question I got to ask you guys. And you guys can tell me what you guys got to fill out and comment. Who had the better career when it's all said and done between Curry and LeBron? Who at the end of their careers will have the best career? A lot of people, then don't mistake talent and career. Talent-wise, LeBron is destroying Curry. I'm talking about career-wise. When it's all said and done, who will have the best career? Curry, LeBron. LeBron, I'm not bashing LeBron or whatsoever, but it's going to be hard to compete against Curry. Curry's breaking a lot of records, and to a point that he's now breaking his own records. So, LeBron, you do have the scoring title, but you did come out of high school. You own that scoring title. You get it. Curry's record, Curry like now looking crazy. I was talking to somebody the other day, one of my guys, he was telling me like, I see Curry getting 2 more rings. I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't. Because one thing about it, that jump shot ain't gonna go away. Now on that, Curry got to a point that he made 2 of his teammates Hall of Famers. Draymond Green and Klay Thompson, if they was on somebody else's team, they wouldn't have been in the Hall. They probably would have, depending on who team they went, but he made them guys Hall of Famers. These guys will walk around with 4 championship rings. He helped Harrison Barnes get that good contract. I don't even know where Harrison Barnes still at, but he helped them get that contract before they went and got KD. Gave Kevin Durant 2 championship rings and 2 final MVP. It's hard not to agree with it. LeBron to a point he doesn't want to work with rookies. Curry does want to work with rookies. Now these rookies are champions. Andrew Wiggins was looking like a first-round bust. Guess what? Andrew Wiggins should have been on the Cavs. The same team LeBron said, no, I'm going to get Kevin Love. This is the same guy that you turned around, and now he's a champion. He has an NBA championship ring. Not only that, I'm being biased too. He should have got that finals MVP, but they had to give it to Curry. So when it's all said and done, who you guys think has the better career? What mess, in my opinion, LeBron should have stayed in Miami. Miami, I understand getting that ring in Cleveland was necessary, but I would have stayed in Miami. Pat Riley would have gave you everything you needed to succeed. Everything you needed to succeed. And all the people that saying, well, he had to win one in Cleveland. No, he didn't. Which one's more important? Winning that one ring in Cleveland or keeping that dynasty in Miami? You would have still had Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh would have, not Chris Bosh. You could have still got Kevin Love. Kevin Love would have never turned down the opportunity to go down to Miami. He would have been a free agent that year, around that year. You could have did that. Wade was getting older. I understand that. But you keep on, that's the whole beauty of the draft picks. You could get players. You cannot tell me you couldn't sell players to get down there to Miami. You could have. You should never left. I understand I want to go back to Cleveland because Kyrie was looking phenomenal. And I understand the relationship you developed with Kyrie. I get it. But I personally think that you should stay there. You would have had a dynasty down there. And now even people are asking that same question like, man, your epicness down there in Miami would have been nasty. Now, when it's all said and done, to be honest with you, man, you're in places that only Cleveland can hang your jersey up. And, you did leave some bad salt in their mouth in Cleveland. So I doubt they will. Versus Curry, that 30, Davidson, he's legendary. Like, when it comes down to hanging his jerseys up, it's going to be hanged in Golden State. Literally Golden State. They're going to retire his jersey in Golden State. So at the end of the day, I hate to say it, man, it's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. I personally believe that, he's not, and it's not a bash against LeBron because a lot of people are going to come up there and you just talking disrespectful, LeBron, you disrespectful. It's not disrespect. It's just the fact that Curry built it was stepping stones to Curry. Everything that the Warriors did was all stepping stones. They have a great coach. It got to a point that Curry is making Steve Kerr like a Hall of Fame coach. Not saying he wasn't, it's just the fact that Curry's making him look like that. Curry's making these guys look phenomenal. Look at Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole just got all this money just for winning it. Everyone's asking, how do the Warriors getting all this money? When you win championships, you get that money. You on them sales, you charging almost Golden State looking like the new LA. That's what they're looking like. And it's not, it just set up in stone that they're looking phenomenal. I'm also in this subject. I'm personally believing that Curry's career is way better. Not only that, when you look at LeBron, he really didn't change the game like Curry changed the game. Curry changed the game of basketball. You got the smallest guy realizing, oh, if I can pull from this and get threes better than two, right? You can dunk on me, but I can shoot threes. You miss that. You miss any. If I can get the ball from you and I can light you up, then that's all I can do. Look at people like Trey Lance. All that stuff inspired by Curry. And what makes it crazy is these guys all want to shoot the threes. But guess what? Curry makes sure he gets the best look on his shot. So he's actually a shooter. You got to be a shooter to shoot the three. And now you're just looking at it like, oh, you can't win. Everybody back in the days, oh, you can't win the game just by shooting threes. Golden State just proved us all wrong that you can. So when it comes down to it, Curry revolutionized the game of basketball. And I honestly see at the end of this road that he's going to have more championship rings than LeBron do in a shorter time span. Yes, LeBron's going to end the game with the most points in the game, but when it comes down to it, Curry's going to have the most championship rings. He's going to have more people under him as a Hall of Famer. It's like pretty much like a reflection on your leadership. If I did this much, made you a Hall of Famer, got a certain amount of players paid, then I pretty much had the better career. That's pretty much it. To a point that we might not even be comparing who had the better career between Curry, and LeBron or more. It's going to be probably much who's going to have the better career between Curry and Jordan. But that's not going to wood. I'm not going to take that away. I'm not going to toot this man horn up. So I'm going to move on to the next topic, the sneaker game. If y'all have not paid attention, the sneaker game has been looking kind of messed up. Best part is you get any shoe you want to get, but nowadays there's stuff sitting in stores. Like back then, like the Visionaries just came out, and I know they're sitting around in a lot of these stores, and it's probably best to get some. Why did this happen? I feel like the inflation played a big role in that, but I also think to a point that it was. Let's be real. You guys treated it like it's a hobby. And those came kids running around, I'm gonna jack this price, I'm gonna do this and that. You realizing I bought all these supplies of shoes and no one's buying them. So now they're returning them on StockX and they're just trying to get anything they want to get back. And it's kind of crazy that you're seeing like certain shoes that was like $400, $500 are dropping down to $300. You get a pair of ones. I think the Rebellions. I seen people buying those Rebellions out, and now I'm seeing them dropping down like you can get them for like low. I remember those. Everybody was hyping those things up. Now it's crazy. Why the sneaker game went like this? I think that played a role. Inflation, the banning. It's like also realizing I'm gonna buy from this guy here, bulk from this guy, and I'm gonna try to sell as much as I can, but I'm gonna hold on to as much as I can too. And then you realize you're not selling nothing, and you have no money because you don't have money to afford it. And then it's just a whole disaster. So a lot of these guys don't know the thing about business. You gotta get some of you guys don't even have a business. I'm gonna just throw my sneakers on Instagram. Hopefully I can sell something. But nowadays with so many fakes going on that I can't even. That's another thing that played a role in fakes. Fakes really hurt the market more because now you got those guys that don't want what's his name, MK on here on YouTube. You got those guys that now that want to buy fakes. They want to buy fakes now and not wear the real thing because they're not trying to spend $300 and $400 shoes when I can get it for $80. Not saying I'm a person that does that, but I'm saying that there's a lot of guys that will literally sit there and tell you they're going to buy fakes. So that plays a big role into it as well and mess up the game, the market, and all that too. So to be honest with you, man, I say it like this. Continue to buy shoes. Continue to buy the stuff that you like to wear whatsoever. You want to buy, keep your sneaker indoors going on. Keep doing what you're doing. You just got to deal with the drought because at the end of the day, this is a drought going on. A lot of people who are unemployed, a lot of people ain't working. So you got to find a way to get your stuff going. But that sums up everything. Those are the three topics I wanted to talk about and everything else. Make sure you guys subscribe to Heavy Hittin Opinionators. My bad, I had a little fumble on the words. Heavy Hittin Opinionators. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys subscribe to my boy DB Kicks. He has a video right now. I'm gonna put that link in the description as well on the visionaries and stuff like that. He got some dope content. If you ain't subscribed to him, please subscribe to him as well. He's my boy, my brother. Make sure y'all do it as well. Make sure y'all go in the comments. If y'all don't like how I talk or what's up, you guys disagree something with Baker Mayfield and all that. Cause I know some of you guys are Oklahoma fans. Get in that comment, man. We can talk, man. We can chop it up too, man. Just come respectful though, please. I ain't got no time to be disrespecting y'all on this thing, man. But other than that, though, I'm gonna end this up. Appreciate all you guys, and I'm out.